What's the camera saying? 5 hours, 41 minutes left on the SD card. That should be enough. My beard is getting long again. It's the one downfall about wearing the mask. I really don't like trimming my beard all that much, but whenever I wear the mask, it hangs out the bottom here. It was pretty bad in the, what was it? Sound of Silence cover that I did. It was like 4 feet long. Well, it wasn't quite that big. I don't like trimming it, but it hangs out the bottom, and I don't know, maybe I'll just let it go. So let's talk about comments. If you have a page or a profile or a channel and somebody leaves a genuine comment on the work that you did or the work that you do, something that you created, if they leave a genuine comment that had some thought in it, there was context to the work that you did relative to what they said, they were wanting to enhance, they were wanting to connect with the work. Reply to that, or you should. Anyway, I try to reply to everybody who comments something that's relative to what I have put out at that particular point. I try to respond to them because someone took the time out of their day to comment on a piece of work that you created or that I created in a genuine form. If it's just a smiley face, okay, then that's kind of irrelevant, but maybe write thank you. As an example, I was going through Instagram last night, and as I was thumbing through, I found this page, and I was like, I'm gonna click on that. And as I was going through, it was a page of a model, and her message was of self-love, respecting yourself and embracing what you have. And I left a comment that was genuine. What I said was along the lines of, I highly admire what you're doing, putting yourself out there, even though there are people who would try to tear a person down. I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly what I said, but it was something along the lines of, the world needs more real and more genuine people learning who they are, rather than people who are trying to learn and live what is expected of them by society's norms or standards. Because me personally, I don't believe in the Hollywood model look in anybody, whether it's male or female or whatever. I think a person should embrace who they are and be comfortable in the world that they live in, even if they don't look like the model or the actress or actor they just saw on TV or in a magazine or something. Because trying to be like that is being disingenuous to yourself. And if you're disingenuous to yourself, then the rest of it is irrelevant. So I left this comment. I'm not saying I'm anybody special, so let's get that straight. I'm not saying that I always deserve a reply. That's not at all where I'm going with this. But I left a comment that was genuine. It was lengthy. Oh, here we go again. This person just clicked the little like button that Instagram has now on comments. I don't know when that became a thing. I just found it. But they clicked the like button on my comment. This person has under 30 followers. So obviously the page is not just saturated with comments left and right. Because if somebody has 10,000, 20,000 followers, that's fine. If they don't respond to every single person's comments, I can respect that. Lots of comments coming through, maybe can't get to it. Cool. If somebody has under 30 or under 50, under 100 or under 1,000 or so, like me personally, I go through and read and see every person's comment. I keep track mentally, who is engaging, who is here, who's reflecting on what I'm doing. I notice everybody who consistently follows and who consistently engages with the content that I create. I remember that and I keep that in my head. Now, in my opinion, if you're expressing a message and somebody comments something to further that, to try to add value anyway, and to say that they admire what you're doing, and it's a genuine comment, take the time to reply to them. At least say thank you. At least say you appreciate it. Something. Because if somebody took the time out of their day to show their admiration for the work that you are doing in your life, you're never too good to at least say thank you. You're never too good to just go through and click the like button and say it's okay. Now, there's a line, you comment, and if the person comments back, and then if you click the like button saying, okay, good, that's okay, because you don't want an entire string of shit of comments, just one after the other, one after the other, after the other, after the other, on a post or on a page. Because then it gets lengthy, and then the other person doesn't know when to shut the hell up, so It's fine. You comment, the person comments back, you click the like button, conversation over. Or somebody comments on your stuff, you comment back, they push the like button on you. Okay, good. But if somebody posts something on your page that's genuine, that's heartfelt, that's meant to add value to what you're creating, reply back to them at least once. And if they reply back, it's all a matter of being a genuine person. You're never too good for anybody. Okay, enough with that rant. We can move on now. Got that out of my system. Some people have asked me if stenosis is an act in a way, or if I am portraying a character with how I talk or how I represent stenosis. The truth behind that is no. I'm not trying to act any different or be anybody else other than who I am. In reality, this is as real as I get. Even though I wear a mask, I don't change my voice or how I talk or how I really do anything to fluff up stenosis or try to create a separate character. So if you were to talk to me as a person or talk to me as stenosis, I would sound the same probably, other than an environment change, which everybody sounds different in an environment change. But no, to answer that question, I don't portray a character or a different character or a different demeanor as stenosis. That even goes in with my music. I'm not creating something that's separate from me as a person. As a matter of fact, if you listen to my music and you truly listen, that's as real as it gets of who I am and what I've been through or the experiences I've had in life. None of it is fake. None of the stenosis is fake. If anything, it's more real than when the mask is off. And that was kind of the idea behind the mask. One, because I wanted to separate visually who I am as a person, as who I am as an artist. As far as the content that I create, they are very much one and the same. It's merely a visual aspect. With the mask, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, that's right. With the mask, you probably heard the phrase or the saying referencing people being two-faced or being fake in their skin, something along those lines. And everybody, regardless of the situation, changes who they are relative to the environment around them. And the idea with stenosis was the mask behind the face rather than the face behind the mask. Because whenever people show their real faces, whenever they're in an environment, they act subtly different. They accommodate themselves to their surroundings. With stenosis, I wanted to create an aspect that allowed me to be more real of who I am and reverse that statistic, reverse that ideology of the face behind the mask. It is rather the mask behind the face. Stenosis is more real of who I am than the alternative. It gives me an opportunity to express myself in a manner that doesn't have to have my actual face or my actual name. I've been thinking about painting these walls like a burgundy red, but I just, once you have a studio set up, it's really hard to change it in such a way like painting the walls or something along those lines, because it's a lot of work to set something like this up. Like, you paint the walls, you have to take down all the guitars, you have to take down everything. This way. That's my homeboy. You have to take down everything that you put up, paint the walls, allow it to dry, and while it's drying, and that's just one wall. You don't see the TV. That's the monitor for the studio computer that I record on, because I have two monitors. One's right in front of me that I use for the waveforms, and one's on the wall over there, which is a TV. It's a 48-inch TV that I use for my mix console. And you have to take all that stuff off, and you have to take all the sound absorbers off the wall and paint everything, and then it's all in a pile, and it looks like shit, and it takes like 2 weeks, and I'm not good at dealing with that. Once I set something up, I like for it to be that way. Maybe one day I'll paint. I already have the paint. Fuzzy. So maybe one day soon I'll do it, now that it's winter time and it snowed like hell today. Can't really do anything else, so maybe I'll do that soon. Let me know what you think. White walls or burgundy wine red walls? I like the color of the burgundy wine. It looks good. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and like the Facebook page. If you comment something on there or you send me a message, maybe we can have a conversation. We'll see what happens. As I said in the last video, I'm looking to create more frequent content. And let me know what you thought of the name Slog. I thought that was pretty funny. That's probably what I'll call it anyway, but thank you all for being here, and we'll see what happens in the next video.